what got me fired up, we got Dave on the show. We got someone about to go to the doghouse on this show. Is the WBC's top 10 ranking of Francis Ngannou. One fight, one loss. Top 10. Dave, take it. Take it. Eat them. Eat them up.
Man, this is ridiculous. I don't understand this at all. How are you in the top 10 of a weight class you just got in and you didn't even win the fight you were in? I get it. When I saw the fight, it looked like he had to me, from visual, it looked like he won the fight. But when I look at the CompuBox, he didn't. You know, one thing I learned from all three of y'all is that the CompuBox has to matter. You cannot leave it out. The CompuBox clearly said that Tyson Fury won the fight from the CompuBox because he landed more punches, he landed more power punches. He won the fight in the numbers. So the numbers say that he lost. So I mean, hey, he lost. Now he did tag him, and he did put Tyson Fury down. But I think I heard it from someone else. Actually, Warren, the guy that was on the show before you guys became in the red corner, he said that more than likely Tyson Fury wasn't really taking the fight seriously. I was like, okay, I can get it if that's the case. It was an exhibition fight, kind of, sort of. So it's not one of those fights where his belt's on or anything like that. It's not he just fought Usyk, where he's about to fight Usyk. So that if he did it in that fight, then that's a little bit different. But how are you in the top 10? That's like me going to the NBA and then I'm in the top 10 off one game and I lost and I only scored 10 points. That don't make any sense. Mm-hmm. Like that's like being a top 10 NFL quarterback of one game I lost just because I didn't throw an interception. But if I didn't win a game, how am I top 10? That doesn't make any sense. Now, like I said, he looked good in the fight. You know, he did better than I thought he would. I didn't think he had a chance to win the fight, but he did better than I thought he would. But you put him over fighters like I can't remember who was in that top 10, but this is a top 10 list I would agree with more than likely. Tyson Fury, Usyk, Anthony Joshua, Deontay Wilder, Zhilei Zhang. There's other boxer from Croatia. I can't get his last name correct anyway, but his first name is Philippe.
Yeah, heard about
Joseph Parker, Joe Joyce, Jared Anderson, and Frank Sanchez. I'm not putting him over any of those guys. I'm sorry, and not even that. What's the other guy that beat Anthony Joshua, who's been going back and forth with Deontay Wilder?
And Ruiz.
I'm not putting him over him either. Like, what are we doing right now? Are we seriously going to put Francis Ngannou, who just came over from the UFC, automatically in the top 10 just because he had a good fight against Tyson Fury in an exhibition match? To me, that just doesn't make any sense. So I'm not even remotely putting him in the top 10. He would be even grateful if I put him in the top 20. He got one fight. I've never seen that happen before in history. So it just don't make sense to me.
Absolutely not. Travesty in boxing, down with the WBC. We're gonna boycott that, you know what I'm saying, in the new year. But Ty, what you got?
To me, it makes no sense. To me, I think it's about money. Because if you look at Francis Ngannou ranking in the world in boxing, he's ranked number 584. How you go from rank number 584 in the world to number 10 in the WBC?
That's a crazy jump. 584 to 10? That's ridiculous.
How do you so you skipped over basically 574 other fighters?
Yeah.
I don't know what they saw in that fight to make him want to lose it, but I think basically it's for money because they know that they put that because they know he's I guess he's going to bring in some money because he's the new face in boxing. And he fought Tyson Fury, so he's like, okay, let's capitalize off of that and get some more money. So that's the reason. That's probably why they're doing it, but that's what I think they're doing.
Travesty. That's all I'm saying. Ricky, what you got?
Man, I think it's just disrespectful, especially to the sport of boxing, to the boxers that's before him, to the people that's in the amateurs. It's just disrespectful. A lot of people put a lot of blood, sweat, and tears in this art that we call boxing. And how can you just let someone who jumps from another sport cross over to another lane and already you want to put them there for money purposes? People risk their life on the line for this sport. And that's why it's just very, very disrespectful. It shouldn't be tolerated. I think that a lot of boxers should really now when they do stuff like that, and I think it's dangerous, is because it put boxers in positions to think, do we need belts now? Do we need belts? Do I really need a belt? I can sell, we know boxers can sell these fights.
Yeah.
Now you're gonna have a situation. I know they don't want a situation when people boycott the belts, protest against the belts, and they throw their belts in and make this money without them. So they need to go ahead and get that and put. They need to go back to the foundation, put respect on the sport, and really think about when they do things like that and what type of fires they're starting that they can't put out.
I agree,
Yeah.
man. To me, that's like I don't mean to cut you off, Tony, but that's like when Michael Jordan left basketball to go to baseball. He wasn't the best player in baseball when he jumped over there because that's a whole nother sport. That's like when Deion left football and went to baseball. Like, no, he's not a top 10 player. You got to put some skin in the game first, and not off of one game. That's like you said, Ricky. That's disrespectful to all the other boxers that they put blood, sweat, and tears in the game. Oh, we got boxers that got 5 fights. They not in the top 10. We got I know someone personally who got 7 amateur fights. They're not gonna put him in the top 10 in his weight class. Like, come on, that just don't make sense.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man. I encourage all boxers that, especially the ones in the heavyweight division, what Tyson Fury is planning to do, he's gonna vacate as soon as he beats Usyk. So we will see what happens in the new year. But be like Tank, be like Tyson, be like Floyd. The belts ain't, you know what I'm saying, doing y'all right if y'all not paying them right, and that just is what it is. But Dave, I want to know what happens when somebody get put in the doghouse. So work your magic, do your magic. Is it something that we doing? We making trash things, or WBC, Mauricio Suleiman, you in the doghouse, bro.
My guy, you in the doghouse.
House.
That's it.
There you
Call
go.
Put the leash
dogs.
on them.
That sound like rocks too.
Thank you for staying to the end. If you're watching this on YouTube, please like this video, subscribe, and also hit that notification button so you can be notified next time we put out a video. If you're listening on any podcast platform, subscribe and hit that notification button, y'all, so you can be notified we put out another podcast audio. And last but not least, hit that share button. No matter what you're listening to or watching it, hit that share button and send it to somebody that you know that would love to watch this episode you just listened to. So once again, thank you for staying to the end, and we'll see y'all in the next episode.